Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Canelo Alvarez should pass on Bud and Benavidez. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Canelo Alvarez, if he retired today, the man is going straight into the Hall of Fame. He went undisputed at 168 in less than a year, even though Benavidez had been in that weight class for years and never unified once. You know, when you look at it, Terrence Crawford, David Benavidez, those guys are excellent fighters in their own right. Those guys are good fighters in their own right. But Canelo Alvarez gains nothing from fighting those guys. If he fights Terrence Crawford, people are going to say it was a cherry pick. He was moving up in weight. Canelo gets no belt from fighting Terrence Crawford. He gets no legacy from fighting Terrence Crawford. There's nothing to be gained. When you look at David Benavidez, it's really the same thing. There's no belts. There's no legacy. It makes no sense. If you're Canelo Alvarez, the smart move to make is fight the winner of Better BF Bivol. That's a move for greatness. Yes, it's an enormous risk, but the Canelo Alvarez we know is used to taking enormous risks. I mean, think about it. He already fought Dimitri Bivol once, and idiots, fanboys, and dummies called it a cherry pick. This truly shows you people don't know what they're talking about in the sport of boxing. Think about this. Canelo Alvarez, if he fights the winner of this fight, this undisputed fight, Canelo Alvarez gains legacy. He gains belts. He gains respect. And his place in the Hall of Fame is even elevated higher, because when you look at the all-time greats, Canelo Alvarez is up there with the very best. But imagine if he goes and makes one more run in a weight class he don't belong at 175, and he pulls off a victory against one of these monsters, one of these killers. Imagine where Canelo stands at that point. You got to give the man credit where credit is due, and I think Canelo Alvarez should risk it all for greatness yet again. He's done it time and time again. Canelo Alvarez has always been the smaller guy fighting the bigger guys. Canelo Alvarez has put in a lot of work in the sport of boxing, and we've already heard that Canelo Alvarez is open to fighting the winner for undisputed. So he's already open to a potential undisputed run at 175. We've heard this from Canelo. This is what Canelo should focus on. Throw away the Bud Crawford fight. Throw away the David Benavidez fight. Because at the end of the day, those fights don't gain you nothing. You're not going to get no belts. You're not going to get no legacy. People are still going to hate on you. They're not going to give you any credit, and it does not advance your place in history. But going after the killers at 175 does. If you get that win, it gives you more legacy, more belts. It gives you respect. It makes you a two-weight undisputed champion. That is greatness that can't be denied. And you didn't just beat some crumb. You went out there and beat the best of the best. So you really got to give Canelo credit if he makes this move. This is the smartest move to make. It's an enormous risk, but this is the Canelo Alvarez that I know, and I think this is the path to greatness that he should follow.